This video, we're going to talk about the different dosage modes because people often get confused about dosage modes. So there are possible 3 dosage modes: exact quantity or percentage, daily dose, and per bottle or per container. The dosage modes control how the math is calculated in this ingredient table. It determines how much of each herb or each ingredient you're going to receive in the formula. So let's start off with exact quantity. Exact quantity, when you add a bunch of ingredients, let's add just a couple. And then if we add a value for each one, let's have one at 5 and one at 8, just so there's a variance. You can see that it shows you the percentage of each ingredient. Baju is at 43.5, Fu Ling 34.8, and so forth. Okay? And up here, we're telling it that we want a total of 84 grams. So 43.5% of 84 is 36.5. And 34.8% of 84 is 29.2. So it's going to give you a proportional amount based on the total quantity that you want. So we could go ahead and change this to 200, and still it's going to do the math for you, but 43.5% of 200 is 87 grams. So it's always going to give you the same percentage of the total as the quantity received. And I could change this to 500, and it's just going to do the math for us, and it's going to give us 500 at the same. Now, if you start changing this to 10, it's going to change the percentages, and then the quantity received is going to change. And you can see we've entered 25 total for the granule quantity. If I change this to 25, then it is going to give me the exact amount that I enter. That's how exact quantity works. It's based on the percentage of each herb, and you specify how much you want, and it's going to give you the same percentage of that ingredient, whether you want 100 grams or 300 grams or 250 grams. Doesn't really matter. It will keep it at the same proportion or the same percentage each time. Okay? And there is a setting. So the setting is on where the quantity received is going to match automatically what your dosage is. So 12 grams 2 times per day for 7 days, that equals 168 grams. It's going to match it. It's going to give you 168 grams. So here, at the same percentage. And I could switch that again to a different, and it will update all the values. The second dosage mode is daily dose. So daily dose is going to take one of the values and multiply it by the number of days. In this case, it's multiplying the granule quantity. So if we made the granule quantity like 2, 3, 4, basically what we're saying is we want the patient to take 2 grams of Baju per day, and we want them to take 3 grams of Fu Ling per day, and we want them to take 4 grams of Zhigansao per day. So it takes 2 and multiplies it by 7, the number of days, and then it's going to give you 14. 2 times 7 equals 14. Now I can change the number of days. I could be like, I want them to take it for 3 weeks, so 21 days. So 2 times 21 is 42. And then it adds it all up, and you're going to get 189. Okay? And in this case, it's figuring out the math for you. 4.5 grams 2 times per day for 21 days equals 189 grams. And if I were to switch this, let's say I added another herb, and I entered in, I want them to take 2 grams of this per day. Well, now we have 231 grams. And so now the patient needs to take 5.5 grams 2 times per day for 21 days. Okay. That's how daily dose works. And it's more applicable with the raw herb formulas. So here's per day. It's not called daily dose here, it's called per day, which is fine. It's the same thing. And what we're doing is we're going to pick an ingredient. How many grams per day? 10 grams per day times 7 days. It's giving you 70 grams. And you could pick another herb. I want them to take 5 grams per day. And 5 times 7 is 35 because we have it at, number of days is 7. And I could switch that to 10 days. And then it's going to go 10 times 10 is 100. 5 times 10 is 50. And it will do that for all of the herbs in your formula. The third one is quantity, per container mode. So here it's called per bottle, but same thing, whatever the container name is, per bottle. So number of bottles. Say I want 10 bottles. Oh, this dosage mode has no column. Let's go to raw. So raw per bag. It's called per bag here, whatever the container name is. So we'll add an ingredient. So we'll add 10, and we have 7 bags here. So 10 times 7 is 70, and I'm going to do that for all of the herbs. 5 times 7 is 35. 9 times 7 is 63. So you can see it depends on which dosage mode you're on. So if it's per day, it's going to multiply the value you enter times the number of days. If it's per bag or per container, it's going to multiply the value by the number of containers that you specify. And if it's the exact quantity, it's using the proportional measurement, where the percentage of each herb is used to determine how much is going to be received based on the total amount that you want, whether it's 200 or 500 or 1,000. That doesn't really matter. It will just do the math for you.